How big should your initial calorie deficit be if you are starting a fat loss phase, especially if you still care about your performance, if you still care about hitting PRs, having energy for your runs, etc. The goal is not to start as low as possible. Rather, the goal is to start as high as possible. What exactly do I mean by that? I mean, the higher you can diet, the more calories you'll have to cut later. So for example, let's say your maintenance, for easy math here, let's call it 3,000 calories. So if you eat 3,000 calories, you are going to maintain your weight. Now, you could eat 2,000 calories, lose a bunch of weight, have no energy, and then have nowhere to cut further. So if you cut down to 2,000 right away, what are you doing next? When you will eventually stall out. It doesn't matter if you're eating a lot, if you're eating a little. You will eventually stall out on your fat loss phase. It might be in 3 weeks, it might be in 8 weeks, but you will stall out. So when you stall out, now where do you go? To 1,700, to 1,600, 1,500? Instead, start that process slower. So again, we'll go back to our example. We're eating 3,000 at maintenance. Just cut that down maybe 400 or 500. So now you're eating 2,500 calories. Now in 3-4 weeks, when you hit your first sticking point, take 200 calories away. Now you're at 2,300, let's say. 2, 3, 4 weeks go by, hit another sticking point. Now you're at 2,200 calories. 2, 3, 4 weeks go by. Well, now your diet might be over. Or maybe now you go down to that 2,000 calories, and you should never have to go below that. And when we did it this way as well, what you're going to see is you are going to have more stable energy in your training. Your runs aren't going to feel like garbage. You're not going to feel like trash in the gym. Yes, you will feel a little bit depleted, but you won't be completely trashed because you're eating an appropriate amount of calories, albeit you are in a calorie deficit, so performance will suffer a little bit. But you want to give yourself that wiggle room so that when you cut those calories, you have somewhere to cut further as you come down. Another trick you can do here is don't start your protein too high in your maintenance phase. So the old rule of thumb was 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's been misproven multiple times now. What you really want to do is 1 gram per pound of lean body mass. Now we could get into a whole calculation, but a good way to do that is to just do like 0.9 grams of protein per pound of body weight. That's going to kind of get you where you need to be, maybe 0.8. Then as you come down in that diet phase, what you're going to do is you now have that wiggle room. You're going to increase your protein levels. So let's say you were eating 0.9, easy math. You were eating 0.9 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And then as you make that first cut, give yourself a little bit more protein. So maybe we go to 0.95. As you make that second cut, now you go to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So remember that first cut, we went to like 2,500, let's call it. That second cut, we went to like 2,300. That's when you'll switch to that 1 gram per pound of body weight. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to maintain your muscle mass, make sure you're still getting recovery from your training while in that calorie deficit. So rule number 1, make small adjustments downward with your overall calories. Rule number 2, don't eat 1 gram per pound of body weight year round. Rather eat 0.9, maybe 0.8, depending on where you're at exactly. And then bring that protein up as you get deeper into that calorie deficit phase. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, any videos that you want to see. Subscribe to the channel here. I'm really bad at hitting promos here, apparently, as you can see. And I'll bring more content like this to you.